Hey man, and today we reacted to a new FLEEKAZOID video, and this one's titled Did Geoff Save Gaming? Busty Games Are Back, HIDEO Freak Off. And I assume this is about the Xbox presentation, which I think I've only watched through a reaction, so yeah, the only things I remember were that a lot of the game trailers had DMCA music. The Call of Duty one that didn't seem like a Call of Duty ad at the beginning, and I think it was like Super Meat Boy 3D, mainly because I play Super Meat Boy on my gaming channel. So yeah, that one was interesting. Other than that, I don't. Oh yeah, they announced the Gears, like a Gears remaster or something like that. So yeah, interesting stuff. Like if I'm interested in any of the games, I'll probably just play it on Game Pass too. So a lot of them are day one Game Pass games too. So yeah, let's see what FLEEKAZOID has to say about the games.
Budgets are back, pimp.
Oh yeah, the second
Not
game of this.
Kojima's game, he's still separating more women from their shoes than TSA. But over here, we've got golden robo titties, robo jiggle joints. We've got more fake tits and a house party in Beverly Hills. Even Geoff's got a dozen waifu games in here paying his rent. Now, any of these games be good? Listen, for right now, they'll at least have two redeeming qualities, and that's enough. Now put down your 20-year-old games, because it's that time of the year where we get hyped over a bunch of lies. The stupid Name Fest opened up by showing an awesome game.
Also, yeah, I only saw the trailers. I don't know what happened like in the actual presentation itself.
Game that has heavy metal music, a rotund man doing wheelies, shooting flamethrowers, takedowns, gypsies, and best of all, gypsy takedowns. Oh my Jesus! A wave of nostalgia is coming over me, friend. Ooh, tell me, what is this game called? Oh fuck, it's a Dark Souls game. I haven't been this bamboozled since my last trip to Thailand. But speaking of big reveals, licensed games are having a second coming, pimps. Straight from the phantom loins of THQ, we're getting Invincible, Deadpool, Doom, The Expanse, Scott Pilgrim, Game of Thrones, Dexter, Buddy's James.
Oh yeah, Scott Pilgrim and the Invincible. Like the Invincible game looks cool, but I don't really play the fighting games all that often. Like the most recent one I played was Tekken 8, but even then, I didn't play it that much. I played it here and there, just not enough to be like in compared to like all the other genres I play, right?
And all these games mean nothing to me because the RoboCop of justice is getting takedowns. Let me tell you something personal.
Wait, what?
Because the RoboCop of justice is getting...
So unleash RoboCop's unmatched strength to deliver devastating finishing moves. I mean, if they have finishing moves, I feel like there's gonna be more than what Doom the Dark Ages had, right?
Takedowns. Let me tell you something personal, pimp. Ever since I was a boy, I've wanted to slam a man's head into an industrial vent because he littered. Hey on, I've got a chubby the size of Mount Rushmore. You are givers. No. Don't tell me that you can't do this to litterers. It's been a while since I've been chubbed up. Let me ride the high. Damn, I lost it. Kojima must be nearby.
Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who has set each of his games pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions.
He is the star to my eyes. He is the sun in my moon. Hopefully, he will bear my children.
Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Kojima's walked out to announce more walking slop. Keeping the...
Although, like, I've heard... The one thing I've heard about Death Stranding 2 was that based on, like, the feedback from the testers, that they liked the game a lot. And Kojima didn't like that, so he had... Just, like, it feels like something... He has to like add something else to make them not like them a lot or something. It was interesting because like they had like nothing but praise for the review, or whoever tested it like had nothing but praise, but then that's not good enough.
Life going by showing an absolutely electric 7-minute conversation in a sepia tone room, then left. Then he came back because he had more to say, because Kojima always has more to say, especially about Kojima. This time it was to announce he has a USB stick of, quote, game ideas. Is that what we're calling it these days? Yeah, sure, buddy. I know what you mean by game ideas. It means the...
Yeah, just maybe some models without the costumes on. maybe.
Scans of every Hollywood
Or
actress
that.
from the last 20 years. Toronto's gonna be hunting after that USB like the holy fucking grail. Domino oregano,
No,
Hideo,
not this
son.
again.
Sweet lover. And we got
Of all the things to bring back, he brought that.
Wu Chang, Wu Tang, Moo Dang, not to be confused with Mo Dang, the cute ass
Hey.
baby hippo. I love that hippo. Moo Dang looks like a solid 57% mix. Wu Tang was just 45 seconds of showing a wall, and Wu Chang's gonna put me through an unspeakable hell to see some breastises. Story of my
Hey.
life, Jim. The new Bond game keeps stressing everywhere that this is a reimagining of the character that is their take and completely stand
Right.
alone. Does that mean this scene won't be making a reappearance?
Man talk.
Please let me know. I'm trying to shave money for the organ donor edition of.
But I mean, oh yeah, this. But like, aren't all the James Bond films like? Aren't they all in their own separate thing with each actor? Like each actor that plays James Bond, is it like I don't think they're all in one timeline, right? Like they're all in their own timelines. But it's been a while since I've seen James Bond, so I could be totally wrong about that.
Borderlands 4. Geoff announced a game where you go around shooting limp dick zombies and punt kicking the cast of Rugrats. And before you ask, yes, I will gladly punt kick that baby. I'll punt kick his ass back into the
But
womb.
like, wait. Why does it remind me of the day before?
Around shooting limp
Like, I don't know if it's just because of this like video quality, but why does this remind me of the day before?
dick zombies and punt kick
Like the look and feel to it just reminds me of the day before. Maybe it's just me.
in the cast of Rugrats. And before you ask, yes, I will gladly punt kick that baby. I'll punt kick his ass back into the womb. But speaking of silly little baby
Oh, yeah,
games,
Sonic Racers.
Sonic Racing announced.
I pre-ordered it mainly because of Hatsune Miku, but yeah, it's all like the collector's edition is being sold pre-ordered through limited run, which is wild because the shipping is expensive on that site. It is expensive.
The new racist called Hatsune Miku. I have no clue who this is, but I'm sure it's a big improvement over the last Sega racing game that featured famous NASCAR crasher Danica Patrick.
Oh no, did it really? Of all the racers to include, why? I just personally do not like her. Like, sure, she like. Oh, I just saw her like in a as she was commentating on F1 when I don't think she has F1 experience. Like she has open wheel experience, but not F1. And she called like the Canadian track easy when it's not.
As long as we're talking about crashes, Mind's Eye also paid Geoff's ransom demands to be here. Let me tell you a little something about Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye is so good that before release, the suits were running from it like the bubonic plague. They were afraid of how good this game was and how much money they'd make. One of the devs even said that this game anticipates the future. If that's the case, the future is looking very inbred.
No.
Mafia heard everyone's complaints about Mafia 3 not being a Mafia game, so they made Mafia 4 an Uncharted game. Silent Hill is getting not one, but 2 more games. Nice.
Ooh.
Congrats. Happy for you. Let's go check back in on the dickheads that own everything I love.
World premiere.
Phil Spencer is hitting that Ozempic. Sorry, no Gears of War ED today, guys. They made a trailer, but they couldn't get it up in time. Don't fret, though, Gears of War fans. It could be worse. We could be Thief fans. Hey, idiot!
Oh yeah, Thief, but in VR. It's like that's how you want to limit your audience by making it like PlayStation VR. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like VR is nice and all, but it is. I don't think it's the mainstream. Like I don't think there's enough people. Like if you would have just made a normal Thief game, more would sell rather than just making it VR, but maybe that's just my 2 cents.
Feel to have your favorite franchise brought back only for it to be in VR. Not good, right? Yeah, no, I know. I'm a Batman fan. This has happened to me twice. One more time, and who's to fucking say what I'll be releasing?
I think like there are a few good VR games that break that mold and just sell well. I think Half-Life Alyx was one of them. but still, like, you can compare that. I feel like even if Half-Life Alyx was, if they just sold it as a normal game without the VR, or maybe just sold it as a normal game that could be played in VR, I feel like they would have sold a lot more. But no, I could be wrong.
Deadpool is also getting another game in VR, specifically on the Zuckerberg honeypot device that...
So it's also not voiced by Ryan Reynolds too, which is odd. I mean, it's voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. So.
Exclusivity for almost every VR game, and I speak for everyone when I say I'm not letting that lizard man see inside my goon cave. Don't worry your pretty little heads about it, Valve Index fans. Go back to playing Half-Life Alyx for the 50th time.
Hey.
I got you. Go beat your saber again.
Me too, son.
I don't care how many gold chains he wears. Swapping
Wait, is that
from
him?
business to I'm not spying on you.
What?
Casual ain't fooling me, Buster. I don't care if you put on Flavor Flav's clock. The Spank Citadel is for game size only, bitch. Speaking of which, Gabe Newell showed up to the Summer Game Fest to announce that he has a super yacht, showing illiterate kids everywhere that you don't need to be able to count to 3 in order to afford a yacht. Sorry, super yacht. Thank you, Gabe Newell. Very inspiring. All right, let's bang out some hardcore, detailed analysis real quick. Friend slop, friend slop, friend slop, friend slop. People say if Left 4 Dead came out today, we'd call it friend slop. Damn right I would. Hell, I'd go even further than that. Hide and seek is the original friend slop. Marriage,
Not
friend
that
slop.
one.
Nuance is for people with
OJ.
PhDs. I wrote this script with a crayon. Let's get back to what matters. This game had an ass so fat it had this guy dancing. I got 20 ads for the new Switch. Shout out to everyone that won the Switch 2 giveaways, by the way. Metal Gear Solid Delta looks great. Onimusha looks great. Dying Like the Beast looks good. Stranger Than Heaven looks fantastic.
Wait. Although, like, I know, like, what was it?
Onimusha to everyone that...
Yeah, this is looters target several stores in downtown LA after 4th they approach. Oh, okay, that's just the looters in general, not just the Switch 2. Because, yeah, I've heard about the looting, but it wasn't specific to the Switch 2.
Won the Switch 2 giveaways, by the way. Metal Gear Solid.
And then, like, I feel like with the ability to brick the console, unless if there's a workaround around that, but I haven't read anything about a workaround, but, like, the stores can just submit the Nintendo must know the serial numbers that they ship out to stores, right? And they could just do like a batch brick or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Delta looks great. Onimusha looks great. Dying Like the Beast looks good. Stranger Than Heaven looks fantastic. RGG's actually got to make new assets for this one. It's good to see they're re-releasing BioShock Infinite without all the escort.
Oh yeah, they're also making Outer Worlds 2, which I heard it's going to be $80, which is outrageous considering Obsidian's last game was Avowed. Like, charging $80 for the Outer Worlds 2 while your previous game was Avowed seems kind of that seems like a very far reach. Also, like $80 is insane, but maybe that's just me.
Mission Scum took a shit on the showcase, and speaking of which, Ninja Gaiden 4 looks like a piece of art. Nothing but absolute art. I think the price is a little steep at $1,000, but they gotta get you to hop on Game Pass somehow. And when did a little extortion ever hurt anyone? Resident Evil Requiem was announced.
Oh yeah.
I just need you to watch something for me for the audio list.
Like, I also read that it's for the Xbox, or for the games that were announced, they're getting physical versions for the PlayStation, but not the Xbox. Like for the Xbox, it's just going all digital, which is, it's an interesting tactic. I guess it pushes people to use Game Pass, but I don't know. Like, it just seems interesting to have the physical ones. People are just going to buy the PS5 one, but we'll see how it sells, right?
Listeners, what we're watching here is Raccoon City getting leveled by the force of 1,000 fucking suns. Think the highest budget live leak you've ever seen. Now, as that guy, that Ford Bronco, and that Quiznos gets consumed by the fiery wrath of God's mistakes, tell me, do you think anything in this city is left? No, right? Wrong.
No.
Every building is still
Yeah,
standing. Hell, I
it's
think I see
wild.
Margaritaville is still open. Shit, is that a McDonald's over there? Hey, you want a radioactive Big Mac? Jokes aside, I'm glad we retconned the nuclear bomb to a little oopsie daisy. After getting choke slammed by the vampire with the massive mommy milkers, I'll tell you this much, I am excited to finally be able to play a Resident Evil game again with both hands on the controller. Then
And turns out you're just going to be playing Fallout in a Resident Evil city. I don't think that's going to be the case, but you never know.
Over in the PlayStation showcase, lately, they've been eating more ass than Dawes eating cheeseburgers.
Hey.
Fucking Daw, he's the only guy more
Dawes
allergic
back.
to green than Sony. First it was Concord, then Marathon, and the Swamp Thing.
I'm gonna be a dad.
The fuck's it got to do with me? I don't give a fuck about
But finally, PlayStation's announced that they want to make money again. So inspired by their muse, Stellar Yams, they said, bam! Marvel minus Capcom with
Oh, yeah,
big
that looks
budget
awesome.
store. Bam! Hey, remember when the French said, ho-ho, croissant, 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 ho-ho? Well, Team Ninja just announced that Nioh 3 will be mixing ninjas and samurais into
Hey.
one character. They've done
See, they can do it. It's totally possible. It is totally possible to combine that and make the game fun and look fun. So, I don't know what's Ubi's excuse now. 'Cause, I mean, we can't even blame it because of their... Was it like it was a French team, or was it because like, we got clear Expedition 33, which was amazing. So
done what no other Frenchman has done before. They didn't surrender and they achieved victory. Wouldn't you know it, all Ubisoft was missing was something called a single button press. Have you heard of this? And you already know Nioh 3's gonna have a big budget because Nioh 2 had a massive budget. Have you all
Did it?
forgotten that tall lady with those voluptuous curves, that
Oh.
wild, untamed bush, and those fine Edo-era Japanese oak railings with golden fixtures? Whoa, I'd stick my couch in her living room. This house is this man's wife, by the way. Now let's bring it back over to bootleg Bethesda.
When it comes to growing new
yeah,
franchises,
Outer Wilds. Oh, Outer Worlds
Obsidian
too.
is having
I
a
think I said
year like
Outer
no
Wilds
other.
too.
I still can't go left. The Outer Worlds heard my complaints about having to strap 2 rounds of 9mm together to make 12 gauge and fixed it by making my knees pop when I stand up.
I'm just gonna hear you.
Better idea.
What?
I'm dummy thick and the clap of my ass cheeks alerts the guards. Thoughts? No takers?
Honestly, I would prefer that. Honestly,
All right. I mean, I don't gotta tell you guys what happened the last time in order.
like to be real, like how often would that happen in the game where you uncrouch and your knees crack? Like how old are you? How old is the character you're playing in the game? Like I crouch and when I stand up my knees don't crack. And I mean I'm not young, but still.
Just got rejected. But you know what? Hey, you take that chance, right? At least the game's not 80. Gotcha.
Yeah, the $80. That's I feel like they doubled down from Avowed. It's like, come on. No one. I mean, I'm not gonna say no one because some people try to buy it mainly for they can like write it off as being part of their expenses or something like that. But $80 is insane for this. And then there's a premium edition too. Like, okay, I think I can go back, right? Maybe.
Goddamn dollars. I'm sorry, Graham. You take that
There we
chance,
go.
right? At least the game's not 80.
Yeah, $80 and then $100 for the premium edition. I mean, at least the premium edition is not as expensive as the Borderlands 4, but it shouldn't be $80. Like, isn't Obsidian like they're not AAA, right? They're AA at most. So why are they charging quadruple A prices?
Goddamn dollars. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I gotta shut off your life support. The Outer Worlds 2 is coming out. $80. So I
Yeah.
can pay for your goddamn Port Royale Burnout Notch Lucky Brand tees. Retard was right about you lot.
Hey, is that
Don't-
is that one art director still in there, or was that just specifically for Avowed, where he was like, I don't want to hire any white people or something like that? Like, is he still working there?
Tony Hawk's getting Michelangelo. I mean, not to overreact.
Yeah, this one,
because-
like this game is gonna be fun. If 1 and 2 is any indication, like 3 and 4 is gonna be fun. I know that they took out, I think it was like Free Explorer or something like that, but I mean, the game's still gonna be fun. If it plays like the original 3 and 4, then it's gonna be fun.
I'm not really a big overreactor, but wow, that's pretty neat. Todd Howard didn't make it to the event because his car broke down on the way there. State of Decay is in a state of delay. And finally, Fable didn't make an appearance tonight, and for that, I'm thankful. If I missed your favorite game announcement here tonight, nah, it wasn't an accident. I just hate that game, and you should take it very personally. Make sure you let me know about it on every social media platform, especially Twitter. And while you're at it, mark down on your calendar that the Fleek Award Game Show SummerSlam is coming June 28th at 7 p.m. EST. Come see Naughty Dog Stellar Blade take on the real Stellar Blade. Come see Flom and Jesus Christ take on Nintendo and Satan. Maybe, possibly. Find out yourself. June 28th at 7 p.m. EST. You know who's gonna win UFC 317? You! Because you won't be watching it. You'll be watching the Fleek SummerSlam. See you there!
That was fun. So did Jeff save gaming? A little bit of yes, a little bit of no. I guess we'll see. Like I wonder who controls the pricing. Is it the studio or the studio or the publisher? Because I would assume it's the publisher, but I still can't believe what went in their minds to have this game be $80. Like, I'm sorry, like even the first one wasn't was the first one like the same price as AAA games at the time? I remember it being cheaper. So like this is wild. This is just wild. But yeah, there's some games from these trailer shows that I'll probably buy. Some I already pre-ordered, like the Sega Racing one, and some I'll just play on Game Pass because I have Game Pass and it doesn't cost me a thing. So I mean, I do have it legally. It's just I have the Microsoft Rewards thing, so I don't have to pay for it monthly. So yeah. Anyways, a good FLEEKAZOID video. I know I rambled on. I tend to do those. It's a reaction, man, commentary. So yeah. Ninja Gaiden seems fun. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.